Good morning, everyone. Today is the last day of 2024, which means that by the time you see this video, we will have reached 2025. So let me wish you all a Happy New Year. And to start the new year off on a productive note, today we are going to spend several relaxing hours in the kitchen doing bulk meal freezer prep. Meal prep allows me to make healthy, delicious dinners for practically no effort at all. The heavy lifting is already done. And here's what we are cooking. A turkey breast that I will cook in the Instant Pot, several pounds of bacon that I will cook in the oven, ground beef that I will brown in my electric skillet, and we're going to make a vast amount of chicken meatballs because my spouse and I love them, and 4 kinds of marinated chicken thighs. And since this turkey breast is solidly frozen, we're going to start with it first. I'm going to put all of this back into the refrigerator until we need it. So this is a 7-pound solidly frozen turkey breast that I got on sale from my local market. That's one of the good things about doing bulk freezer prep, is that you can buy things on sale and save yourself a lot of money. A solidly frozen turkey breast requires 12 minutes per pound in the Instant Pot. Put this on a rack, into the Instant Pot. I'm not going to season this because I don't know exactly how I'm going to use the turkey breast. So I will season it as I use it in other recipes. To help speed up this process, I'm going to add 1 cup of already boiling water. Maybe I'll do 2 cups. This turkey breast will not only give me wonderful meat, but it will give me a beautiful, pure turkey broth. And because I need my workstation for our other projects today, I'm going to move my Instant Pot over to this counter. And 12 minutes per pound for a 7-pound turkey breast is 84 minutes, or 1 hour and 24 minutes. This turkey breast turned out moist and delicious. I will use it for turkey salad sandwiches, soups, pot pies, and more. And while the turkey is cooking, we can go ahead and get cracking on the bacon. I like to use already cooked, crispy bacon straight from the freezer and put it in breakfast burritos and all kinds of things. There are so many uses for already cooked bacon. And of course, I will save the bacon fat, which is great for, adding to sautéed green beans and whatnot. My oven is preheating to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or 200 degrees Celsius. And this bacon only requires from 10 to 20 minutes to cook. Probably 20 minutes because I want this to be crispy bacon. Going to cook this bacon in 2 batches. While the turkey is cooking and the first batch of bacon is baking, I'm going to go ahead and make some breadcrumbs that we will need later for the chicken meatballs. Very easy to make fresh breadcrumbs in a food processor. Start with this. And I like fresh breadcrumbs for both meatballs and meatloaf as opposed to dried crumbs. The fresh crumbs just give the meatloaf or the chicken meatballs a certain wonderful texture. I've already labeled my bags, fresh breadcrumbs. Now, you have all seen my freezer from when we did a freezer cleaning job a few months back. And that freezer is set at 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So whatever I put in there tends to last for a really, really long time. Plus I vacuum seal certain things. And that makes foods last even longer. I think our first batch of bacon is ready. This bacon looks wonderful. Of course, it smells divine. Now, I always save the bacon fat, so I'm going to just drain this right into a jar. And now we can put our next batch of bacon into the oven. And we can further drain this bacon on paper towels. More bacon, which again, I will drain. Once this bacon fat has cooled, I will pop it into the refrigerator where it will pretty much solidify. And then I need to drain this bacon on paper towels. I love these kitchen tweezers. So handy. You have more control with the tweezers than you do with tongs, or at least this has been my experience. All of the bacon is cooked. I still have about 30 minutes remaining on the turkey. So let's go ahead and get cracking on the chicken meatballs. Now, I'm going to triple this recipe, which I will link in the description box below, so you don't have to write anything down. And my oven is still preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit from when we cooked the bacon. And that's the same temperature we need for the chicken meatballs. So I have my chicken here. Now I need eggs. Breadcrumbs. Olive oil, garlic powder, the same amount in onion powder, salt, grinds of black pepper, grated Parmesan cheese, and here I'm deviating from the recipe a bit because I am adding some oregano or oregano. And of course we have to mix this. I'm going to use my hands, so I am putting on food prep gloves. And I can link these gloves in the description box below if you find that you need food prep gloves. Go right in here and mix it all together. Now, I love these chicken meatballs for meatball subs, for spaghetti and chicken meatballs, and also as a cocktail appetizer. And I do cook the meatballs before I freeze them, just so they are ready to go. And once they're frozen, I put them in, I vacuum seal the chicken meatballs and then freeze them. And when I want to use them, I simply put the package of meatballs in some water and they thaw very, very rapidly. I put them on a baking tray and I bake them in a 325-degree oven just to warm them, and they are perfect every time. Now you can certainly play around with this meatball mixture. Lizette just mentioned that you might like to add crushed red pepper flakes to this. I think that would be very good. You put these away and then we can form the little globes. I'm using my 1.5 inch diameter cookie scoop here. I also like to put these meatballs on a bed of mashed potatoes with a side of creamed spinach. It's a really simple, but kind of a chic little supper dish. "60 meatballs ready for the oven, 25 to 30 minutes. And while the chicken meatballs are baking, I'm going to go ahead and brown, what is this? It's about 3 pounds of ground beef. I like to have ground beef all cooked and ready to go in the freezer because it's great for shepherd's pie and pizza and so many other things. And browning the beef is the one thing that always takes the most time when you're making a shepherd's pie or what have you. And I like to use my electric skillet here simply because it affords more surface area than any of my pots or pans do. While we wait for the skillet to preheat, let me tell you about my exciting plans for New Year's Eve. I'm doing absolutely nothing, except I will light a fire in the parlor fireplace, grab a good book, and my spouse and I will probably have martinis and read our books in front of the fire, and then fall asleep around 10 p.m. In the comments below, let me know if you did anything exciting for New Year's Eve. I'd like to hear about it. I'm going to add just a little oil to this skillet. This beef is 81% lean. And in you go. And we can break it up. I'm not adding any seasonings to this because I don't know how I will use the beef. I might put it in a pizza, I might put it in a shepherd's pie, I may add it to chili. So I will season the meat as I need it for recipes. My Instant Pot just started dinging, which tells me the pressure cooking is finished. But now I will let the pressure naturally release for 15 minutes before we pull the turkey out of the pressure cooker. And our ground beef is done. It's my dishwasher telling me it too is done. Now I want to drain the fat. The easiest way to do that is with some kitchen towels. And then I can tilt the skillet and let all of the fat run to one end. Now we can transfer this hamburger gravel to a parchment-lined sheet, and then I will flash freeze the hamburger once it has cooled to room temperature. I want just a thin layer here so that the beef will freeze very quickly. Our beef is cooling to room temperature. Our bacon fat has cooled to room temperature. So now we can pop this into the refrigerator. The Instant Pot did its natural pressure release for about 15 minutes. So now I'm going to manually release the rest of the pressure. And I like to put a cloth over the little valve here so that steam does not go all over my cabinets. That did not go according to plan. And then I have all of this beautiful, beautiful broth in the pot. But we have to let this come to room temperature before I can strain it. And I have to let the turkey cool until it's, well, cool enough for me to handle. Because I want to pull all of the meat off of the bones. These chicken meatballs look and smell just fantastic. Once they have cooled to room temperature, I will flash freeze them and then I will vacuum seal them. And now we can strain the turkey broth. Oops, I made a mess. So I got more than 4 cups or 1 quart of stock just from that one turkey. And I can use this turkey stock for any number of things, including turkey and dumplings. And the last thing we are making today is 4 kinds of chicken marinades. I need to label my bags here. So we are doing Mexican fajita chicken, Asian sesame garlic chicken, lemon, garlic, and herb chicken, and maple barbecue chicken. Now for the Mexican fajita chicken, I'm going to need about a ½ cup of lime juice, which I will guess is about 3 limes. And I like to mix the marinade right in the Ziploc bag. And to hold the Ziploc bag in place, I simply tuck it into a vase. Now, I will link all of these recipes in the description box below. And the next thing I need is oil. I'm using avocado oil. Garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, salt, cayenne pepper, paprika, and cumin. We can mix this up right in the bag. Then I need about a pound of chicken. I'm using these small chicken thighs. 4 of them will equal approximately 1 pound. And these are skinless, boneless thighs. And I just massage the chicken into the marinade. Set this aside and move on to the Asian sesame garlic chicken. Marinated chicken is one of my and my spouse's favorite things to have for dinner. So easy to do. Avocado oil or olive oil or the oil of your choice. Soy sauce. lemon juice. Now I have to tell you, I went to the market this morning. The lemons looked really terrible, so I didn't buy any. But I did buy this really high quality pure lemon juice. It's made by a company called Santa Cruz. It tastes nothing like that stuff called real lemon. It has that weird aftertaste. This stuff is excellent. My favorite ingredient in the world, which is sesame oil. Then we need a small splash of garlic chili sauce, which I don't have, so I'm going to substitute Thai sweet chili sauce. Either ground or minced fresh ginger. I'm using the ground stuff here. Mixy, mixy. Okay, for the lemon garlic herb marinade, once again, I need oil. The marinade is really oil and some kind of acid, either lemon juice or lime juice or rice vinegar. And depending on how much sauce you want to go with your marinated chicken, you can double the ingredients. So again, lemon juice. Then we need minced fresh garlic, but I'm going to use one of the garlic pucks that you and I made together from homegrown garlic. Then I need 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. This is the parsley that you and I grew together in last summer's garden. Dried oregano or oregano. Salt. Black pepper. And as before, a quick mix. Now, I will tell you in just a moment how this freezer marinade works. But first we need to make our maple barbecue chicken. About a ½ cup of oil. About a ¼ cup of apple cider vinegar. About a ¼ cup of dark maple syrup. The recipe says a teaspoon of garlic powder, but once again, I'm going to use one of my homegrown pucks. Onion powder, because I do not have any onion pucks. Paprika. And chili powder. We are all mixed here. Now here is the beauty of these chicken marinades. You freeze them, and then a night or two before you wish to serve the chicken, take them out of the freezer, put the bag into the refrigerator, and as the chicken and the marinade thaws, the chicken will become perfectly marinated. So we have 4 excellent meals here. So let's look at everything we made today in just a few short hours. We cooked a 7-pound turkey breast. Now, I'm still waiting for this to cool so that I can pull the meat off the bones, and then I will freeze the meat. And the turkey breast gave us more than a quart of this beautiful turkey stock. We made 60 of these absolutely gorgeous and definitely delicious chicken meatballs. We cooked 4 pounds of bacon, which gave us all of this beautiful bacon fat. We made 4 chicken marinades, and we cooked this ground beef. I will show you how I turn all of this meal prep into actual meals in upcoming videos. So I hope you will subscribe and be sure to tap the little bell icon to receive notifications every time I post a new upload. And thank you so much for spending time with me today as we accomplish this rather massive meal prep. And since it's New Year's Eve, let me wish you a happy New Year's Eve and a happy New Year. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now, friends.